Well, hello everyone. This is going to be a stream. One second. This is going to be a stream for the ballot of the 2024 Hall of Fame owners. Every year, we put in a owner from our league, and it's voted upon by the owners of the league, and it's done at the meeting. So that'll be March 23rd. Um, it's a Saturday, 7 p.m. Um, so how it'll work is we have everyone that attends will be handed one of these. Simply, all they do is just circle the name of the person you feel is most qualified or who you would like to see win the 2024 um, Hall of Fame vote. And then they'll get put into the 24 Hall of Fame class, which will be unveiled in um, August. And that date will be announced at the meeting. Um, this year we have 22 nominees, many, many worthy people. Um, so I'll just start going. There's no particular order how I'll go off with these. I'm just gonna go. I'll give you the nominee, and I'll give you a little highlight. And the whole purpose I do this is, I did it last year as well. It's just, and I do this tomorrow. You'll see it with the Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame, sorry, with the league vote. Tomorrow, I will do a voting um, stream where I will break down all the things up for ballot at the league meeting on the 23rd of March, just so everyone can think about it and form their opinions and how they want, if they want to discuss anything with it. Um, um, sorry, something just popped up here on my thing. Seems saying that there is a issue. Current 8.3 seconds. Okay, well, I'm hoping this is coming up right. So, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. All right, well, let's get back to this. So, again, there are 22 nominees, and then I'll go over who they are and their highlights, and then you can form your own opinion, and you could change your mind, of course. Um, so the people that are at the meeting on the 23rd, and we're hoping as many as possible, of course. The the more the merrier, um, especially when it comes to voting. But that's another subject. Um, for those of you who won't attend, and I already know in my mind, look, Megan, Rich, and um, Liam are not going to come down from the UP for this. I get that. Um, Jordan's not going to come up from Kentucky. Kyle's not going to come up from Mississippi. We got Brady down in New Orleans. Um, who else? Anthony, I'm not sure, coming from that Detroit area. Um, so everyone else, I'm hoping will be here, which would give us, I think, 9 in house. So um, let's get to it. So 2024 Hall of Fame ballot number one nominee is Efren Keenan. Efren was in the league in 2014 when we started. He technically is not a charter member, although he was in the charter season. Um, he took over for Wyatt's team, which is became Chris Byam's team, which is now Liam's team. Efren Keenan was the 2016 Best of the Rest winner. He won one division title, made two playoff appearances, and won the 2020 league championship. Um, Next nominee is Dennis Byam. Dennis joined the league in 2018. Um, his team was actually Hall of Fame owner Chris Miller's team. He was the second owner of that team. That team is now currently owned by Greg. Um, Dennis made one division title and had one playoff appearance. Um, and Dennis was always a good voice in our league meetings. Always, I think, gave a lot to say. Was a good voice in the room. Um, we miss him definitely in our league. So Nick Ergang. Now, Nick Ergang was in the league since 2015, which was the second season. He was the 2017 Best of the Rest winner. He has one division title and one playoff appearance to his name. And to be honest with you, Nick's always been a contender. He's probably played in one of the, at least definitely over the last 5 or 6 years, one of the most competitive divisions in our league. Um, Honestly, he could have been in more than one playoff appearance, definitely. I should have, it's not on here, Tony Mice Killer as well. Um, Next up, we have Patrick Lane. Now, Patrick Lane is the original owner of Tony Mize's team. Uh, Patrick was a charter member of the league in 2014. In 2015, he won the Best of the Rest championship, and he has one playoff appearance to his name. Next up, we have Greg Noble, who was in his very first season this year. The 2023 season was his first season in the league. And let's say he won one division title, one playoff appearance, and he was in the final. So he finished second place this year. So definitely had a great first season in our league. He took over for Dennis Bynum. See, next up we have Megan Nolette. And wow, I just realized I have to change her. I don't know, for what reason hers didn't completely update. I will change this. We'll change this for sure. Or I'll make sure I point this out. I already have these sheets already printed off, so I'll just make sure I point this out to everyone. Megan Nolette is a Peyton Hillis Award winner from I think 2 years ago, and also she made her first division title this year, first playoff appearance. She finished fifth place overall. Very good, promising season for her. So next up, we have Tony Mize. Tony Mize, Jesus, again, this one, I don't know for a reason, I don't know why this didn't get updated either. Tony Mize is a two-time league champion in 2021 and 2023. So hold on one second. All right, and we are back. So Tony Mize is a two-time league champion. He's appeared in 3 league finals. He has 3 playoff appearances to his name. Right? No. He has 4. He has 4 playoff appearances, and he has one division title. Has definitely been a big trade guy in our league as well, and he's been a part of many streams. Christina Baldry. Let's see, she has 1 playoff appearance, 1 division title to her name. She also has a Hillis Award and is a 2-time Best of the Rest winner. Let's see, John Kirk, which actually she took over. Christina took over for John Kirk. John Kirk was a charter member of the league. He was the 2014 Best of the Rest winner. He was our very first Best of the Rest winner, the original Best of the Rest. He has 1 division title, 1 playoff, and all that equated to a finals lost. Actually, that year, which was 2015, he lost to Rich in the final. He actually only lost, I believe, 1 game that year. I think he had a 14-1 record going into the playoffs. Next up, we have Raymond Bailey. Raymond is a Hillis Award winner, and he's been in 1 playoff appearance. It's actually Megan's took over for Raymond, so that's Megan's team now. But Ray Bailey has also partaken in many of our functions after leaving in the league. He's been to drafts. He's been a representative for different people. I think most recently he was representative for Jordan. And he's also been a part of our league meetings since he's been gone. And I believe he may be a part of this year's as well as our independent drawer for the lottery. Next up, we have Brady Bailey. Brady Bailey was GM for Raymond Bailey for several years, and he's now in the league. Took over for he has who's the original part of his team? He had Christina's team. That's right. And Brady's made some good trades. Had a good season this year. Was in that conversation to win his could have potentially won his first division title and had his first playoff appearance. Next up, we have Will Baldry. Will Baldry took over for Joe Miller, which is now Ian's team. He is a two-time division winner and two-time playoff appearance. He also did some streaming with us. Always had some good suggestions, good ideas when it came to voting in the league and trying to make the league better as well. Also was a big trade guy and loved the kicking position. Next up, we have Joe Miller. Joe Miller was a charter member of the league, which is, like I said, Ian's team now. He made 4 playoff appearances, including 2 division titles. I think he had actually, no, he never, he finished 4th place as the highest he ever went. Next up, we have Ian Rice. Ian Rice has only been in the league now for 2 years. He has a Hillis Award to his credit, and he was the 2023 Best of the Rest runner-up. Ian also has been a part of some streams, and he's in his short time in the league has definitely contributed in league meetings conversations. Next up, we have Mark Thompson. Mark Thompson has 2 division titles, 2 playoff appearances, including a finals lost in 2018. He is also a 2-time Hillis Award winner. And Mark has definitely been a part of several streams and is a big trade maker in the league, and also is definitely in those league meetings as a big, strong voice, has definitely good suggestions. As just a strong overall appearance in our league. So, and for a brief time, he actually was Chris Miller as GM, and that's actually then after that he got in the league. Next up, we have Jordan Briggs. Jordan Briggs, geez, I don't know why I missed some of the stuff on this. I don't know why, unless I have a non-updated copy I have here. But anyways, Jordan was a 2022 Best of Rest winner, charter member of the league. He's always been a big trade maker in the league. He actually, I think, made one of our very first trades in a league meeting. Funny one on that. That was a good one. We had, or no, that was a draft day. That wasn't the league meeting. That was a draft day. He had the number 1 overall pick in the 2015 draft. And he traded the number 1 overall pick to Chris for, geez, I want to say it was for Marshawn Lynch and $50. um, and I think he made a trade with my dad too, but Joe Miller. But the add to this, Jordan had his first playoff appearance and division title this year. Let's see. Next up, we have Donovan Keenan. Donovan was an expansion team in 2015. He actually had a solid season. Was in that playoff conversation. Just missed out. Next up, we have Sean Beggs, who was the other expansion team. Oh, by the way, Donovan Keenan's team ended up being that's actually Mark's team now. Sean Biggs is also a charter member, or not charter, sorry, expansion in 2015. He was only in the league for 1 year, didn't have a very good season, but the next year, his team, which was taken over by Guy Conkey, actually was a league champion the next year. Guy's already in our Hall of Fame. But a little back, so that's actually JB Muhlenberg's team now. Just realized I'll have to write this on here. JP Muhlenberg is not on here. He is also a nominee. I apologize for that. So is Wyatt Briggs isn't on here. Man, maybe I will reprint this. Um, I am definitely going to reprint this. So Sean Biggs was in the league. Okay, so next up we have Ken Marlett. Ken Marlett actually took over for Donovan Keenan for about a month. He made one trade, and then he backed out for personal reasons, which again, that's Mark's team now. Uh, Next up we have Kyle Sykes. Kyle took over for Hall of Famer Ross Carlson. Um, he has one division title and one playoff appearance to his name. Kyle's definitely not afraid to make trades in our league as well. Actually made his first appearance at our draft this year. Um, but he's always participating in the streams. We've had several come right from the Middle East from the ship. I'm always grateful for that because we love our armed forces. We love those sailors out there. So um, thank you for your service, Brady. Thank you for your service. Brady's a uh, fellow Navy. Next up, Christopher Byam. Christopher Byam was only in the league for 1 year. He took over for Efren. He went 5-9 in his first season. Um, Actually, I think if I remember, his record wasn't as good as his performance. I think he had a lot of close games. He could have actually had a better season. Um, Actually, I think at one point he was even borderline in the division title talk. Next up, we have Liam Nillette. Liam, this is his first year, 2023. He actually took over for Chris. He had a 6-8 season, and I think there were some moments where was considered. He could have potentially made a contender push, but kind of fell apart there. I think he started off not as strong. He ended a little bit better. Um, but he's. I think we haven't done Liam yet. Liam might be actually next week for our recap, so you'll see what his keepers potentially could be. And again, I don't have him on here. JB Muhlenberg, first year. He didn't have a very good record. Had a lot of big injuries to a lot of key personnel. Took over for Guy Conkey, of course. Um, we always remember Guy, and definitely very very glad to have JB in our league. I know Guy would be very proud of to have JB as his owner, and I think JB would agree. Guy would not be very proud of his performance this year, but the horizon is definitely in JB's favor. And finally, Wyatt Briggs. And again, I have to add both of those individuals, but Wyatt Briggs was a charter member that actually Efren took over during our first season. Um, Claim to fame, fourth overall pick of our first draft. He drafted Mike Evans. I guess take that for what you want, but no, Wyatt was someone that we thought would be good in our league. Unfortunately, just wasn't into it. That's which is fine. We get that. Some people they're just not as much into it. But we were definitely glad he was part of our league for the short period of time he was. So again, we have a total of 24 nominees. Um, so for those that aren't going to be in house, I will I will get a screenshot of this, send it to you, and actually I will screenshot this probably everyone as well, send it out beforehand, but we will get your vote before the meeting. I'll get those from you offline on a text. And again, thank you for watching this. Tomorrow we'll be doing the um, voting stream. So we'll present the topics that are up. Because yesterday was the final day to get them in. We actually have a total of 10 topics this year. Um, and we think that'll be, we're looking forward to that meeting as well to see everyone. Um, and to go over some of these votes. I think it's going to be a big vote year as well. I think every year we have a big vote year, really. And I think our league's in a good position. However, we can always perfect it and make it better overall experience for everyone. And that's the whole purpose is so everyone has a good experience. the whole purpose of this league is to have fun, first of all, is to socialize, and the draft and the meetings are my favorite parts, really, because we get to see everyone, and I love having the discussions that take place. But really, the whole point of this league is I want to give everyone the feel that they're running an NFL franchise, not a fancy football franchise or fancy football team. I want them to feel like they're running an actual NFL organization, and that's why it's a dynasty keeper type league. Um, and I'm just so grateful for our league. I love our league. We're going to our 11th season. To be honest with you, if you would have said you're going to make 10, that you were going to make 5, I would have probably thought, I don't know if it will ever happen. We're going 11 seasons, and I'm so grateful for that. So, again, thank you for watching the stream, and I look forward to seeing all of you hopefully tomorrow in the AFL vote stream. So, again, for those I don't want to get confused, this is not going to be a voting stream. As far as you're not going to actually have to make decisions right now. It's just to let you know what's out there for the meeting on March 23rd. So with that, thank you, take care, and thanks for watching. Bye.